Yeah, it is for the culture. Gotta keep it straight like Travolta or the crease upon jeans. With Travolta, we was dancing like machines. A JB, cape up on his shoulders or the Mike Prince pulled up out the holster. Same tree represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive and well, surprising like magic. The ultimate is classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply put some spinners on it and begin to peel. So many layers to my people, but we tend to feel as though the media presents us like.
With Hall of Famers. Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's the Suns to start out. Dunn left side. Here's Durant. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, B.A., he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
And it's Pelicans ball. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, Doris, the 7-footer from Finland, Lauri Markkanen. What makes him so tough to stop?
Well, the size you mentioned, 7 foot. The sweet shooting that he provides. He's got tremendous range and accuracy from three-point territory. Can put it on the deck. Is willing to mix it up on the glass. There's a lot to like.
And it's Mitchell. The miss. Here's Allen to the middle. Done. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Over to the left wing. Vucevic's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Durant. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Boy, just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Nash. Gets the 3 to fall. Nash has got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Bowl. Now Durant. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Vucevic. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. What growth from Lauri Markkanen, Doris, the 2023 Most Improved Player Award winner.
Yeah, you think about it. Markkanen entered the league at just 20 years of age. You forget how young these guys are sometimes. But Markkanen finds a great situation where he's a featured part of an offense, and then he makes an all-star team.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
New Orleans in the lead. Here's Nash. He's got 6. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. All alone. And here's Wagner. to the left side wing. Here's Nash. Nice jump shot. Give him 8 points now.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Back to Morant. Outside Durant. Over Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Here's Mitchell. Misses the jumper from the wing. Left side Durant. To end the drought. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Nash. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Nash. To the paint. Off target from the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pelicans.
Substitution on the court.
Here's New Orleans now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Back to Porter. Here's Mitchell. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Here's Nash. Goes up on the wing. Richards pulls it in. Here's Durant. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Mitchell. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Suns trailed by 4. Right side Durant. The jump hook. Pelicans cleared away. Here's Nash. 10 points for him. Outside for Mitchell. Off target from outside.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
New Orleans calls timeout. minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Nash. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Vucevic. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Aldama left side. Inside. And Wagner gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Outside Durant. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Nash. He's got 10. Picked by Vucevic. Good work defensively by Richards.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
To the inside. Here's Wagner. Over to the wing. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Outside O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Screen by O'Neal. With the teardrop. The shot no good. Nice D from Vucevic. New Orleans in the lead. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Vucevic has got his first points of the game.
Well, Vucevic has got a number of moves he can go to. So comfortable this close to the cup.
Ja slices through. Yes, it's good. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
New Orleans calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Now Caldwell Pope. And 1:01 left in the second. Here's the three. They get it back to the left wing. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans no good. The Suns trailing. Allen on the wing. Durant surveying the D. There's a screen by Bull. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Markkanen. Up and overdone. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Phoenix with it. Back to Bull. Left side Durant. Thompson with a steal. For three, Caldwell Pope. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's New Orleans leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Nash. Shoots over Morant. Nash misses.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
That gives him the lead. Morant's got 8. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Durant pulls it in. The Suns leading. Right side, Morant. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Driving inside. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Here's Nash. 10 points for him. The three from Thompson. That shot is off.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
On the wing, Durant. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
Phoenix making a switch here. Timeout called, the Pelicans. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. We're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Morant. The kick to Durant. Pass to Allen. Screen by Durant. 6 to shoot. Here's Richards. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Franz Wagner. Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Nash. And it's good for 2. Nash has got 12 points in the game. And so here's Phoenix. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Now here's Morant. Give him 8. Outside Durant. The shot. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Nash. Oh, denied by Durant.
How about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Phoenix making a switch here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Clock at 4. Over Allen. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 4. Pass to Morant. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Allen outside. And there's a pick. Throws it up high. And then Morant with the dunk.
Assist goes to
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Allen. Yet to see a basket. Outside Durant. Richards with a screen. Durant inside. He's got 14.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And the basket by Aldama.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Durant. Puts up a 3. Suns keep it alive. Here's Richards. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 23.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Porter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one.
The Suns. 28.
Let's go.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Phoenix with the ball. It's a one-point game. And he's going for the oop here. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Here's Nash. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And then Morant with the jam.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Nash. Outside Mitchell. And it's New Orleans with another.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Pass to Bol. Back to Durant. Now here's Allen. Lets the 3 fly. The kick to Durant. 3 on the clock. Over Markkanen. And it's Phoenix with another.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
The Pelicans call timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Pelicans coach going over their plan during the last break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
As always, Allie, thank you. Offensive board. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Suns pushing it up now. Beyond the arc. The shot by Dunn, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Vucevic. Markkanen inside. And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Vucevic. Bol covering. Back to Mitchell. To tie it up. And it's Phoenix for the rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside Durant. Outside Morant. Dunn outside. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Durant, no good. Out to the right wing. Tries again. And right on target. That one's good. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Nash. Wagner on the wing. 3-pointer. The shot off that time.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And yep, it's good. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Mitchell. .136 left in the final quarter. Markkanen sets a screen to stop the drought. Wagner outside. Over Bol. And it's Wagner missing.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Outside Durant. Pass to Allen. Left side Morant. Over Mitchell. Morant, no good. Pelicans trail by 7.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Durant. 46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Allen outside to the right side. Here's Morant. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Durant. Back to Allen. 11 seconds left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Misses. So Phoenix wins it. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.